Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our presentation on Pragmatic, Meaning and Concept. In this presentation, we will be explaining the key concepts shown in our poster, especially how context affect meaning in everyday language. Before we start, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Keyza Sepri Rahma.
My name is Tera Azira Istiqomah.
My name is Ahmad Kariimul Alimun Nafi.
Okay, now let's begin with Tera.
Okay, so I will explain about pragmatic meaning and pragmatic context. Pragmatic meaning is the meaning of language depends on both the language itself and the context in which it is used. And pragmatic context is context helps determine the intended meaning of an utterance. Now, let's imagine you and your friend are playing outside. It's super hot, and your friend says, "Wow, it's like an oven out here." Even though your friend said like an oven, they don't mean it's really an oven. They really mean it's very hot. That's the pragmatic meaning. What they really mean. To understand the meaning, you need to know what's going on. The pragmatic context is like you're both outside, the sun is shining, and you're sweating. That situation helps you understand the meaning of what your friends say. For the simple summary, pragmatic meaning is the real meaning behind the words. And pragmatic context is the situation or background that helps you understand the meaning.
Okay, next, I'm going to talk about the type of meaning in pragmatic, which is an important part of how we understand and use language in real-life situations. There are two main types of meaning we focus on, literal meaning and implied meaning, also called implicator. First is literal meaning. This is the most direct and obvious meaning of the words. It's what you understand when you take the words at face value. For example, A. Are you okay? B. Yes, I just have a headache. In this example, person A is asking a simple question about B's well-being. Person B responds by directly saying what is wrong. They have a headache. There is no hidden message here. The words mean exactly what they say. This is a clear case of literal meaning because the speaker is being direct and honest about how they feel. The second is implied meaning or implicator. This is when the real meaning is suggested rather than directly stated. The listener has to understand the context and read between the lines. For example, A. Do you want to go out tonight? B. I have a lot of homework. Here, person A is inviting B to go out, but B doesn't say no directly. Instead, B says, I have a lot of homework. This sounds like a statement, but the implied meaning is that B can't go out tonight because they are too busy. So even though B didn't refuse directly, we understand the message by using context and common sense. That's what makes it an implicator. The meaning is hidden, but we can still figure it out. So, to summarize, literal meaning is clear and direct. Meanwhile, implied meaning is hidden or suggested, and we understand it through context.
Okay, now I will explain the three types of context that help us understand what people really mean. For the first one is linguistic context. This means what was said before in the conversation. For the example, person A said, "Did Tera come to class?" And their friend answered, "Yes, she was here earlier." We understand who she is because of the words before, which is Tera. So the words before help us understand the words now. Number two is situational context. This is the place, time, or situation when someone says something. For the example, in a dark room, someone says, It's so bright here. We know they are joking because the situation is dark. The situation helps us understand the real meaning. Number three is social and cultural context. This is about who you are talking to and what is normal in your culture. For the example, to your friend, you said, hey, but to your teacher, you said, good morning, sir. Different people has different ways of speaking.
Okay, for the next one, it is the maxims. What is maxim exactly? First, we gotta understand what the concept, which is crisis maxims. It is a key concept in pragmatics that helps us understand how people communicate effectively. They are part of what we call the cooperative principle, which means that when people talk, they usually try to be helpful, truthful, and clear. As we can see in the poster here, there are four maxims and additional one. First, I'm going to explain the first one, that is maxims of quantity. This one is about giving the right amount of information. Don't say too much and don't say too little. For example, if someone asks, where's the library? And you it's on the second floor. That's enough. You don't need to give a full building tour. Okay? The next one is maxim of quality. That means only say what you believe it is true and don't lie or make stuff. For example, if you don't know the answer to something, it is better to say I'm not sure than to guess and be wrong. And for the next one, it's maxim of manner. Be clear, be brief, and organized. Avoid using confusing or ambiguous languages. Instead of saying, the man who's the father of my sibling. Don't be like that. Just say, my dad. It's easy as that. Okay, for the next one, it is maxim of relation. This one's simple. Just be relevant. Say things that relate to the topic or the question. For example, if someone says, I'm hungry, and you respond with, let's go eat, you're being relevant. But if you say, did you know whales sleep with one eye open? That is not helpful and not relevant. And for the last one, is flouting maxim. Sometimes people flout a maxim on purpose, not to be rude, but to imply something indirectly. It implies hidden meanings.
Okay, that's all from our presentation. We have covered the main aspect of pragmatic, how meaning can change depending on context, culture, and conversation. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.